think this last session should be quite entertaining. It's really about AI and art and music and painting, and so to sort of jump into it, I'm going to invite our three speakers right away on stage. So please welcome André, Philippe, and Florent. Come on board. So one of the things that struck me the other day is I was looking up the definition of what is art. And I took a very simple definition, the basic Oxford English definition. It said, it is an expression or application of human creative skills and imagination. So then I go, hold on, Prisma, Google, Deep Dream, Sony's AI-produced album all this year have been creating some pretty amazing original work that sometimes people can't even distinguish what art was created by humans or not. So I'm going to just ask the two artists very quickly a yes or no question. Is AI going to take your job away?
My job, no, but it will augment me. It will give me some superpower. Right now, I'm just a musician and composer, and with AI, I'm going to be Iron Man. Iron Man, he's an augmented guy who can fly, who can punch. And the big difference between Iron Man and Terminator is just a robot that does crap, you know. And Iron Man is an augmented guy. So AI exists since the Jean-Sébastien Bach, but it will be further discussions for me.
So we've got a new art experience, but I'm going to turn to you, Philippe, because you don't have a music background at all, and then you decided to partner with André. So what's the business problem that you're trying to solve today?
Well, so basically, I was tired to listen to bankers after so many years. And we met with André, and during a conversation, he told me, today people ask me for more and more music, and there is a very high demand for advertising, movies, etc. And I can't cope with that. So how can I demultiply myself? And so I talked to him about maybe AI. And the first thing he told me, he said, if you are going to tell me that sad story where a computer is going to replace the artist, I think you can go back to Los Angeles. And so I said, no, maybe, first of all, you need to explain to me how this works. And it's true, I'm not a musician, and I realized today I would have loved to be a musician, but spending 3 hours a day on a piano, I would not have spent 3 hours a day on a computer, So, so I'm very glad that we met with André, and we, as André said, we found a way to augment the power of musicians and composers, because we believe that AI should never replace. The mankind needs to stay in control and at the center of the process. So basically, what we are doing is that normally, when you create a music, there is a composer, and he goes to some musicians with their instruments, and after hard work, they end up with one music. And if they want to make an album, they just have to repeat this 10 or 12 times, and so it takes time, and that's why it's expensive. And so what we are doing is that we are actually keeping the composer, the artist, and the real instruments, with their very specific way of making sound. And then we bring all this to the machine, and the machine is going to demultiply the output, meaning that instead of making one music, the machine is going to learn from what's into the composition, and to keep the spirit of the composition, but from this it's going to generate 100 to 1,000 different variations.
So I'll ask you both. What's different? You've said you don't like music that's generated by robots, but they learn from past music and past scores, so what's different here when you're demultiplying?
The big difference is the composition, the melody is invented by a human. And the machine is just here to improve this melody and then to help the composer giving, like in the beginning of MAO, Music Assisted by Computer, ou je sais plus comment on dit, non ça marche pas, MAO, enfin bref. Suddenly you could have thousands of samples of sounds that could improve you a little bit. With this we go further. Again, you are doing your melody and your arrangements, and then it works like Michelangelo or Raphael. They had workshops with 50 guys working with him.